talk about the workplace culture as well. So can you talk about how to align that workplace culture and the personality of employee? How we can align it?
Well, first of all, we know everybody's different.
Yes.
So we know everybody, but we all have to work together. So we all have to work together as a team to see what our differences are. I will give you an example in one of the companies. Many times years ago, we used to have people just take a job because it was a job, but they really didn't want to do that job. It was just because it was a job. This came through, you know, this clearly was shown, and only through coaching was this found out. So I was doing some coaching and I realized that this person was very, very good at a certain aspect, but they weren't allowed to do that job because they were good at the job they were doing. And because they were getting very good responses, their manager didn't want to give them to a different department. But this was detrimental to the person who was working there, because they would leave in the end if they weren't put in the correct position. So eventually they were moved to the correct position and they flourished. You know, they really did very, very well. So again, it's all about communication. You know, have the right people in the right job. And we understand that some people just are not the right people for the right job.
How that the workplace culture can shape the employee productivity and performance? If that experience could you please share it?
Yes, I mean, this again is something that doesn't come overnight.
Yes.
You have to work together. Right. And to work together and to create this. But I've seen this, and I've been part of creating a new company culture. Yes. And remembering that if you are in a customer-centric place, we all have to be aligned. Yeah. You know, and if one person, the first thing that happens in customer service is, if you walk into anywhere, say for instance, you walk into a bank. If you walk into a bank and the teller is like this and doesn't look at you, mm-hmm. You know, they're not looking. You as the customer, yes, all of a sudden are very angry because they're not looking at you.
Yes, of course.
So your embodiment is directly, your mood affects the customer within 1 second. So within that first few seconds, if you walk in and nobody greets you or nobody looks at you, already you've lost the customer. The customer is already getting annoyed. So this is one thing that we really have to make sure, that your mood has to be in the correct place, and without the culture and without the values, you're not going to get this mood. So you then would have to move that person to a different department that they should be in, that they feel they should be in. Right. Otherwise, you will have, if you put somebody in front who really doesn't want to be there, every single person walking in will know this, and you will get bad customer service.
Yes.